In this video, I'm going to give you some jazz improvisation exercises. My name is Tobey from jazzmental.com. Thanks for joining me again for another one of my tutorials. We've been talking a lot about Sonny Stitt, and we're tearing apart his transcription from Cool Blues, which is a composition by Charlie Parker. And when we tear it apart, we start to discover these little things called Stitt Bits. And I talk a lot about this because in improvisation, it's really hard to do really long flowing lines if you don't understand the smaller lines, the Stitt Bits that come in between the bigger phrases or create the bigger phrase. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play you a Sonny Stitt transcription from Cool Blues, 2 choruses of it, and then we're going to analyze the second chorus in detail and discover all of the Stitt Bits. If you missed the first half of this where I analyze, I'm going to post a video link up here in the corner. So first, we're going to play the composition, and then we're going to start to analyze the second part of the solo. Let's get started. Okay, so let me start off by playing you 2 choruses of Sonny Stitt's solo over Cool Blues. It's C Blues, and then we'll dive in and take a look at the detail. Okay, so there's the couple of choruses of solo. Right now we're in the B section of the solo, and it basically starts just with a C and a B flat, which is the C7 chord. Pretty simple. And then it starts to get into Stitt Bit. So let's start analyzing the first one. And it's a really short phrase right here. So again, that's something that you can practice a lot on any key, really. So it's pretty cool. So in this particular case, what he does is he uses that as a passing notes to come down to the E flat, which is the F7 chord. And those are just passing notes. So this part, we discovered in the first video, he does that a lot. So you could spell the chord just going down like this, or up, or you can mix the two. And then a triplet feel. And you'll notice that that just spells the chord. So he's using the F as a passing note to get to C7 chord, which is just a C triad actually. But it ends on the B flat, which is the C7 chord. So he's starting to do that again. So he's repeating this, but only on F. That's kind of cool. So a minor second in the bottom as passing notes. So and there he goes again. He's using another one of these right here, exactly the same notes. Except in this case, in the second part of the phrase, he's approaching the B flat, which is the flat 5 of the E minor 7 flat 5 chord. But it's also the third of the A7 chord. So interchangeable, right? And that right there is typical bebop. That is actually the whole bebop sound right there. Bebop. Bebop. Okay, let's play the whole line to that point. So if you have any questions about any of those Stitt's bits, you can ask in the comments section below or give me any feedback you like. Let's continue on with this really fast 16th note pattern, which is not that easy to play and takes a lot of practice to get that down. And it starts off by simply playing the scale over D minor 7, and then it does a bunch of passing notes. And then this comes out of nowhere, right here. And that has really nothing to do with the key, except that he's bouncing up out of the key momentarily up a half step. And I'm not sure where that comes from, but it's there. So you can kind of use the feel, obviously. So instead of playing the notes down like this, or it's. So again, a very bebop-y feel. Let's play it from the D minor 7 chord. And then it continues with the C7 chord. So he did the same thing up here, where he's coming and approaching the D flat or the C sharp. So again, there's repetition in his playing. And then he finishes off with this really common Stitt bit right here. Here. So again, that sort of 3, 5, 7, and 9. And that is something that's very common in jazz, right? And he could actually play bebop there, but it ends on the G chord. Okay. Let's go back to the tune for a second and start here at the B section. And what I would say is a good idea always with Stitt's bits is to take a look at the different sections that are in brackets. So again, just look at the first one. And then where the next one is. So again, those are really common. And then he repeats it again here at the bottom. And then there's a bebop. And then when he gets to the F7 chord again, it's the same thing. That's a common one. And then I would say this, that's a Stitt Bit. If you have any questions or comments about all of the different Stitt's bits here and you want to analyze it even further than I've talked about, then you can certainly ask that below. Let me play you out with the entire transcription, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for your time.